Okay, so in this video, we're going to be looking at 3 and 5 moving means. So in this one, what we're looking at is they're basically sort of smooth over odd number of points. And this is a reasonably easy one to do compared to when we get to the 2 and 4 mean smoothing types. Because basically what you're doing is you're looking at your first, your 3 sets of data points, like so for 1, 2, and 3. So you're going to go 9, 11, and 10. Divide by 3 because you're looking at 3 data points, and that's your value. For 5, similar thing. You're looking at 5 sets of data points there. Add them up, divide by 5, get your value. Now, how does that work in operation? No, it could happen for 7. Again, same deal. You're going to look at your 7 data points, add them up, divide by 7. Now, how does that actually work? So what we're going to do here, so we're going to look at it as a 3 moving mean there, just because there's a starting point, so it doesn't get too messy. So when we do a 3 moving mean, we're going to look at these 3. And so basically in here, we're going to go 10 plus 12 plus 6. Okay? Equals 9.3. Okay? Let's change color. We're going to look at then, because basically what we're after is those 3 numbers there. You can include the previous, how do I say it? You're looking at, so the first, from the start, you're looking at the first 3, then you look at the next 3, and by next 3, I mean like February, March, April. So I'm going to go February, March, April, and that gives me that data point in there. And this is why we don't have to do something called centering again, which again would be in a subsequent video, because it's already on that March there. So I'm going to go 12, oops, sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm going to go 12 plus 6 plus 5 equals a value. All right, let's pick the next one. The next one we're going to do is going to go from this one. So it's going to go March, April, May. So I'm going to go March, April, May, and then it's going to go in there, and I'm going to go 6 plus 5 plus 22. And let's do one more. I'm going to go April, May, June. April, May, June. You can see what it means. It's a little bit messy. But that one there, April, May, June, I'm going to go 5 plus 22 plus 18. Okay? And you do that for all of them. Now, note what happens here. I'm going to actually show you on the sort of answers here. Note what happens. So these are our values. This is what you would then graph against the corresponding time code. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember, that's what we would have to give that time code to plot this up. But that's what I'm going to be going to. X is 2, Y is 9.3, X is 3, Y is 7.7. What you can note here, there's no data there. There'll be no data here. All right, very important to be conscious of that, because if you don't, your answers are wrong. It's flat out wrong because it's not taking into account what you need to include. All right, now I know it's got the 5 moving mean here, but I'm just going to calculate over just so it's not as messy. So let's go for an example here. We're going to go 10, 12, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do that right? January, February, March, April. Yep. And it's going to go here. And now that means, bang, bang, they're out. Okay. I'd be going 10 plus 12 plus 6 plus 5 plus 22. And I forgot about that over here. Each of these, so that was my bad, you'd have to be dividing by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3. God, it's not big enough for my writing. I'm dividing that by 5. 5. Okay. So actually, I'm going to have to erase that because I haven't got enough room here. What I'm going to do is, it's like saying divide by 5 there. All right. So I'm going to then go there. Then I'll go 12, and it's going to be coming in here because it's 1, 2, and that's my middle point. That's 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go 12 plus 6 plus 5 plus 22 plus 18, divide all those by 5. And I do that for the rest of those numbers as well. And what you'll find is, sorry, not, I can't believe I did in the wrong spot there. That means there. These things that keep coming up, very annoying. Those ones won't have any numbers. So when you plot it, you will be missing those values as shown here. Notice it's all divided by 5 and a 5 moving mean. I get my values there, and I'm missing values there, here, and here. And this is what happens when you plot it up. Now, strictly speaking, if you're doing this properly, you'd be wanting to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. To be able to then sort of do any forecasting or any prediction of those lines, you'd have to have the numbers there, not the months. But as you can see here, red is the raw data. The 3 means starting to sort of flatten it down a bit, and the 5 is clearly flattened it down. Could you see there's any trend? It's probably, it's not a lot there. You might want to say a slight negative secular trend, but there's not much else to work with there. But you wouldn't be able to see that really from the raw data. That's why you want to do like a 3 or 5 moving mean to smooth it. So here's an example. An example sort of given sort of away what but you'd be looking for between 3 and 5. Often exam questions will be asking for a specific value, say here, and you need to be able to recognize that I need these 3 numbers if it's a 3-point moving mean. Okay, and so I just go 8 plus 12 plus 8. So 16 plus 12 is 28 divided by 3, which I have no idea. It's 9.33. It's on the side. 9.33. If, for example, I wanted to get this one here, I'd be going 6 plus 1 there. I'd be going 6 plus 1 plus 7 divided by 3. So that would be 14 divided by 3. So the answer would be 4 point something. I'm not sure what off the top of my head. I haven't got a calculator. I'm not going to get the calculator, but that's what your answer would be. Okay, you're not going to have an answer there, and you're not going to have an answer there. 5-point moving average, and it's after between day 3 to 7. So it might ask you that it wants number 5, and you need to recognize that if I want the value for day 5 or a particular month that you've got to look at there, you need to recognize that that is the middle number. So I need 2 on that side. And as I said, 5-point moving average, 2 on this side. So these are the 5 numbers that I need to add. And you can see that numbers over there. It's 8 plus 12 plus 8 plus 11 plus 7 divided by 5. And I divide that by 5. Oh, so I've said divided by 5. Go 9.2. Okay. Now, if on the other hand, the question asked for day 9, okay, so that's day 9 here. It means I need to go these two sides, those 2 numbers on those 2 sides. So I've got these numbers here. So it would be like 7 plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 7. Okay, so that's going to be 14 plus 2. 14 plus 6, 20, 22 divided by 5. So it'd be 22 divided by 5. So probably somewhere 4 point something. Okay. So it's going to be 4 point some value there. Again, haven't got a calculator to calculate it, but that's how you would work a question like that, one-on-one like that out. Here's some calculating instructions. Okay. So this is, for using 3 mean smooth values. Scroll down, it's got the instructions there. I'm not going to go through it on this, but if I want to find a 5 mean, this is going to give me the instructions on how to do it using your calculator to calculate that. Okay, that is 3 and 5 mean moving mean smoothing. Thank you.